Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Polygon Matic. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now, let's jump straight into the TA. Taking a look at the daily chart, and finally it has happened. We've seen the pullback for Polygon Matic. For ages and months, I kept telling you that this is too expensive. This is too expensive. I'm not going to be buying in here. I'm not going to be buying in here. And finally, we dropped below our support blocks. We dropped lower than I thought we would. So the flash crash obviously took place. Polygon Matic has been delisted from all the centralized exchanges in the US, from what I know. I could be mistaken there. I think Kraken still has Polygon Matic, if I'm not mistaken, but you can correct me on that. But the prices are extremely cheap right now. Funny thing, I was averaging in during this pullback, like as soon as it happened, and I deposited some money. I bought into all the altcoins that I wanted to buy into, and turns out I forgot about Polygon Matic. I guess because subconsciously I didn't even, think it would drop this low, so I just haven't checked its price. But now I look at the price and I was like, well, I should have bought this because I rode this wave to the upside. So I got into Polygon at 40-ish cents, 40 something, and I rode it all the way up here to to $1.30, I think, and I took profits. I can't even remember the exact price, but basically it was a pretty good trade. And obviously we had another move to the upside, and really I was okay with not buying into Matic because this is a very high cap altcoin. But with this pullback here, this provides another opportunity. So if you had limit orders set up across all these support levels that I have been giving you for the past few months, this, you could have entered already. Even as you're watching this video right now, we are still sitting below 60 cents. This is still extremely cheap in terms of what we've seen in the past year. So this low that we printed in June 2022 is sitting at roughly 34 cents. Now, hopefully we're going to be able to hold that and we're not going to drop below. That is what I hope for, but I'm not going to say that it's not going to happen. Right? We could come back down here. We could retest this as support once again, and we could have a move to the upside from there, or we could even drop lower. You can see that we have the 1.618 here at 24.5 cents. That is our technical target based on this Fibonacci retracement. So we have our swing high, we have our swing low, and once you lose the first fib level, you are targeting the 1.618. That is your technical target. Now, most of the time you do retrace back down there. Sometimes you bounce off one of the higher levels. In this case, we bounced off the 1.414 at 33.5 cents. And keep in mind, we had all of these levels way before we dropped below this low. So we knew about these levels beforehand. We could have set up some buy limit orders in advance. On top of that, you can see that there is a nice trading range here from 2020 that we could be or 2021 that we were targeting on some of during some of the videos, because you can see that we had a move to the upside here, we had a pullback, and then we broke out, and we haven't come back down to this level since until June 2022. So we came back down, we grabbed some liquidity from here, and then we started moving to the upside. So right now we could do the same thing. We could come back down here, retest these lower prices. If we drop down to 25 cents, I'm going to be filling my bags like crazy. Until that happens, I'm going to wait until I deposit my money one more time onto the exchange, and I'll buy into Polygon Matic here. Obviously, my patrons will be advised on all the buy alerts as soon as they happen. We just had a massive buy alert yesterday, and this is pretty much the daily chart. Not a lot to talk about, obviously, because we just had a massive drop. All of these support levels did not hold. So if you bought in at some of these, you can still average in. You can still set up some buy limit orders above 46.5 cents. You can do that. And you can set up some buy limit orders here at 33.5 cents, because we don't know how far this thing is going to go. Maybe this is just a start. Maybe we're just going to have a relief rally on Monday from where we're going to have another pullback down. That is also a possibility. Depends on what FUD they want to throw into the markets. So I would not discount retesting this low. I would not discount coming back down to 25 cents. All of these things are possible for now, but hopefully, like I said, holding this low would be good from a technical standpoint. Now, jumping into the daily RSI, you can see we are sitting at approximately 17.5 on the index, and the last time we were this low, let's see, when was the last time we were this low? Actually, this is the first time in history we're this low on the daily RSI, which is crazy. This is absolutely crazy, guys. If you were looking to get into Polygon Matic, now is your opportunity. I'm not a financial advisor, but this is a pretty good opportunity based on what we've seen in the past year. So let's switch over to the weekly chart real quick. And before we continue with the video, I quickly want to touch on ExpressVPN. Now, do you like your privacy? Of course you do. So do I. That's why I choose ExpressVPN as my VPN, as it is the best VPN out there. And first and foremost, it is a privacy company. They do not keep any of your activity logs. So if you're using a Wi-Fi connection or really using any internet connection whatsoever, ExpressVPN comes in to save the day and protect you. And you can basically change your location to whatever country you want to be in at that moment in time. So let's say I want to access some streaming content that's not available here in Canada, and I want to watch some Japanese TV show. I can do that with ExpressVPN. Now, of course, you do get a 50% discount if you get the 12 months package, and you get a 3 months deal on top of that. So you get 3 months for absolutely free. So technically you're getting 15 months for the price of 12 with a 50% discount, which is quite the deal in my opinion. And of course, 30 days money back guaranteed. If you don't like something, you can definitely get your money back within the first 30 days, and the link is going to be down below in the description. Let's carry on with the video. Taking a look at the weekly chart, as you can see, we have a Fibonacci retracement from the swing low in June 2022 to the swing high in December 2021, with our 1.618 target at $10.12, which is pretty it's not even ambitious, it is very realistic. Let's be honest. This is a pretty realistic price. When we were sitting at $1 just recently, this was a 10x from that price. And I think still $10 is very possible with how bullish Polygon Matic looks and the partnerships that it's getting. I think $10 is very possible. Obviously, you can start taking profits just a bit earlier, but I would not be holding any Polygon Matic after that. Of course, if we have a massive move to the upside in the first months of the bull market, where Polygon gets for some reason to $20, right? Then you don't have to sell everything at 10. Right? You don't have to sell everything at 10. Like I said, you have to be adjusting. And what I mean by that is that if Bitcoin is still sitting at, 40, 50, $60,000 and Polygon Matic has gone up to 15, maybe just wait a bit longer because the bull market is not over. You can take some profits and, leave a bit in case we get to $21 or $22. But if you're sitting at $9 and Bitcoin sitting at $150,000 and the Fed is about to, start cutting interest or raising interest rates once again, you don't want to be holding any altcoins. You want to be taking profits. So this is what I mean by adjusting. It depends on the environment and depends on how quickly we get to some targets on altcoins and on Bitcoin. So you have to be able to balance all of this out. You have to be able to analyze the markets properly. You have to be able to analyze the S&P 500, what the Fed is doing, what the narrative is, what the general consensus is. Is the community bullish? Is everyone bullish on crypto, or are they going to start banning everything again in China and other countries? So you have to follow the narrative, and if things are screaming sell at you, you have to be selling. And you don't want to be riding the wave all the way down into the next bear market. Now let's take a look at the weekly RSI. You can see that we lost this yellow support trend line that we just created. We had the most recent bounce in May, and now obviously we broke down below. What we can expect is a potential support block to hold us over here. So we're in it right now. This is where I would be averaging in. So between this high in June and the low in June as well in 2022, which is this where we created this little area. This is where we can bottom out right now. If for whatever reason we continue dumping, we drop below the index of 30, great. That's even another buying opportunity for you, even lower prices. Obviously, I can't guess when we're going to reverse. That's not the point of this. The point of this is to show you where we are likely to reverse. What are the support levels that you can target to buy? I'm not here, trying to guess where we're going to get or how far we're going to drop. Now, taking a look at the stochastic on the weekly, you can see that we're once again in the oversold below the index of 20. And the last time we were here was back in December 2022, and you all know what happened after that. We had a massive move to the upside into February, topping up at $1.50. So once again, you have a pretty good buying opportunity. You can be doing a 2x by the end of the year, I'm pretty sure, with how low we've gone right now. So, retesting $1.20 is not far-fetched this year, and a 2x during a bear market with a high cap altcoin like this is pretty damn good in my opinion. So if I missed out anything important on the charts, please let me know, guys. Let me know what are your long-term targets for Polygon Matic. Are you buying during this dip, or are you selling because you don't want to be holding this token anymore? Let me know down below in the comments. I'm going to see you in the next update. Take care and goodbye.